Welcome back to the Heart of Medicine. Today, we're talking beauty buzz and getting your skin and hair ready for the fall. You may have noticed your skin and your hair are changing as the air loses moisture and everything seems a bit drier. Well, as the seasons change, hair does change, and many women also complain about hair loss. I know this, I've dealt with it myself, but it's normal to have seasonal hair loss because our hair follicles shrink, rejuvenate, and repair. Well, here are my favorite remedies using essential oils to keep your skin, your hair, and your scalp healthy and glowing as we approach the fall season. We first start with essential oils. We begin with a carrier oil. So olive oil is one of my favorites. It has tons of healthy fats in it. Instead, you could also use coconut oil. Some people prefer jojoba oil. We don't need to be picky about which carrier oil we're using. Just pick one and mix maybe about a teaspoon in a small bowl. The second step, if you're having maybe a dry scalp, you really notice that your scalp is very dry, you pick your favorite essential oil. In this case, I like using lavender for a dry scalp. Lavender, remember, is an anti-inflammatory. And the wonderful thing about essential oils is you only need a couple of drops. So this bottle that I have here will last a really long time. So we put about a couple of drops of lavender oil, and then we also mix it with a little bit of peppermint. Peppermint oil is a scalp soother. It calms and cools the scalp down, and it really helps to freshen up the scalp and helps clean up those hair follicles. So again, just a couple of drops. I can smell it. The great thing about essential oils is just a few drops and your whole room smells lovely. You mix these together and then literally just apply them to the scalp and sleep overnight. Now let's say you're suffering from an itchy, flaky scalp. Some women even notice that if they're wearing a dark shirt, it's filled with flakes and almost looks like a snowfall. Well, that's embarrassing, so let's find a solution. One of the things you can do is mix the same peppermint oil that we just talked about, but this time use tea tree or melaleuca oil, which kills candida, helps to really reverse something called seborrheic dermatitis. That's when you have a lot of bacteria in the scalp. So same process, get your carrier oil, get your essential oils. This time add the tea tree oil, again, just a few drops. It also has a wonderful strong smell to it. Mix it together. And you can sleep in it overnight and then wash it out in the morning. Well, let's say you don't have time for all of that. Some of my shortcuts are simply adding the essential oils to your favorite shampoo or conditioner and using it right before you shower. Or add it to your sunscreen if you're worried more about dry skin or even flaky skin. Finally, let's talk about hair loss, a subject that's near and dear to my heart. One of these remedies that I love and I've used myself is mixing rosemary oil. Rosemary oil, again, brings blood flow up to the scalp, really helping hair to repair and grow. Again, a few drops of rosemary oil. Rosemary oil has other uses as well, but it's wonderful for helping hair to grow. And then cypress oil, which improves circulation too. Whenever you're losing hair, you want to think about improving circulation to the scalp. So again, mixing these guys up together, you've created your own perfect essential oil remedy for hair loss. You can sleep in it, add it to your shampoos or conditioners, or simply use it every day on your way out the door. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of using essential oils for fall. Thanks for watching. I'm Dr. Taz, MD.